And we're
Okay, but
back.
surely this time is the time. Okay, yeah, there it is.
Joke's on you, the recording was going the whole time.
Now?
Shut up. Anyway, I'm the cause of death, Pix Doctor.
I am the defense attorney, Deadlock.
And, Zach, you just admitted to a crime and we have to take you to the police, Haruka.
No, I was just the cause of death. I didn't admit to any crime.
If you're the cause of death, then, that generally means that you're, going to jail.
Nah. Anyway.
I mean, if you're a gun, you're usually confiscated and put in a storage room forever.
Let's very quickly look over the evidence we got. We got the floor plan, doesn't really tell us anything. My cat is very angry today. He's stabbed and shot in the forehead point blank. So that does line up.
Mm-hmm.
Shot was fired point blank range, as far as we know. That is true right now.
Do we want to press it?
We could go back and we could press it. There's no harm in doing it.
Because the gun looks suspiciously clean for point blank.
I mean, what are you expecting it to be covered in guts?
Yeah,
Blood?
Well, yeah, blood doesn't shoot back out of the hole. It goes with the bullet.
It follows the momentum. There may be a little bit of splatter, but I don't think enough to really... I mean, because we'd hear more about that on cases. 12 to 20 inches away.
Almost 2 feet.
Well, 1 to 2 feet.
Point blank is not exactly point blank in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much point blank.
Well, I mean, it's still pretty
Cat
close.
is very vocal today. But when I think point blank, I'm thinking gun touching the head.
Yeah. Or at least, like, inches away.
Like, well, technically that was
I mean-
inches away.
Well, like, that many inches.
You're talking like less than a foot.
Much less. Not even half.
I mean, reminder, the average arm span length for a male is 30 inches.
True.
You're tired of this
So-
foolish...
I grow tired of this foolish foolery of this foolish fools of this foolish country.
These
A
are
little
kind
bit-
of important questions to know the answer to, Von Karma.
A little bit racist at the end there.
Is it racist if it's of your own kind?
She's,
Gunpowder burn.
but she's from Germany. I don't think...
I mean, isn't she of Japanese descent also?
I don't...
No.
No, Von Karma's also
no.
German, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
So yeah,
And Von Karma.
I mean, I don't know.
Von.
Like, he's also all the way over here practicing law, apparently. That's not usually something you see happen. Anyways, gunpowder burn.
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that's what get real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
see,
That's actually...
now there may be some science behind this that I don't know about, but I feel like if it's point blank, you would have to be touching to leave those burns. Because I feel like if you're a foot away, it shouldn't leave that kind of burn.
No,
Well,
because
it
the big
still
thing
leaves
is that when
it still leaves the barrel with the bullet.
yeah,
Yeah, I get that, but I just feel like it wouldn't have the powder on it if you're 2 feet away.
powder actually goes pretty far. Powder
I have-
residue can cover a room.
I will have to look into this later, because I actually...
I will.
It-
I can actually Google
It could
this
totally
also
be
while
correct,
we're
it just
doing this.
doesn't sound correct, you know what I mean?
As someone who knows guns, yes, powder residue gets everywhere. And a revolver like that, there'd actually even be powder behind where the shot is from, due to the fact that most revolvers have an open back.
They do. I saw a video of a guy who put a hot dog behind one of those barrels to see what it would do to your finger if you put it there, and that hot dog was missing a good chunk.
Okay. Okay, so never knew that. Living learn, I guess.
Curious, I feel like that's something you should have known about. Although, I guess this... No, it's not... Well, I guess at a point-blank range, yes, this is the first time he's had to deal with a point-blank range shooting.
Shouldn't we ask about this too? Like the fact that he was stabbed and then shot.
Before the victim
Which
was
is the next one we want it, or do we want?
we can press him about it if we want. I don't think we'll really get anything out of it. What was the next one? Severe, not enough to cause instantaneous death. We're talking about the stabbing there. This we might want to press. Where's the stabbing weapon?
Yeah. How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
Maybe not impossible, but extremely unlikely.
This testimony makes Maya look like she had stabbed him with the intent to kill.
Which, I mean, that's just interesting. That means that she, got it between the ribs.
One presses too, I guess.
Alright, we can keep pressing until we feel like we have a good statement to do something on.
Are you sure he was stabbed first and then shot?
This is a fair question.
Yep, sure as can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
What a pain. Nothing sounds out of place so far. I'm trying to learn more about the murder weapons for now.
Okay, so we do have to press the one of the weapon statements. I don't think we pressed this one, so...
Yeah, we did not press the first one. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have...
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you're missing whose fingerprints are on that pistol.
MJ, your mic is being very erratic.
How about now? Is this any better?
Yes.
Okay. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Fey, was also on the grip, sir.
This is one of the situations where Maya picked up the gun out of fear.
Yeah.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
Right into her hands there.
Alright, we did press this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't think we pressed this one.
Ooh, I thought we did.
I think we did.
But let's
Yeah,
press it again, I guess,
did.
maybe.
I think it's the next one we didn't press.
No, we definitely...
No.
Oh, yeah.
we pressed that one.
Yeah, we definitely pressed that one. We can press it just to be safe.
Stabbed, and what was he stabbed with?
Okay, this is what I was
apparently
asking.
you're being Phoenix right now.
Fruit knife. I see. I guess you could say he was a fruit ninja. Whose knife was it?
Sir, no one even knows what Fruit Ninja is anymore.
I don't even think Fruit Ninja was out by this point.
It looks like it belongs to the phase, sir. And of course, Maya Fey's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh?
This does not look good.
Oh my gosh, maybe I murdered that guy. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Oh boy.
That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today, sir. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the anime for this, because the way they animate does it is just nice. Just the show's good.
I definitely want to actually look at this evidence now.
Well, as soon as I get a
Gun
second.
and a knife. The date and time of the death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m.
Oh shit, it's June 7th today. Oh no, wait, it's July. Never mind.
Yeah, it's July. We're way past that.
Let's see, pistol. 2 shots
Two
fired.
shots were fired.
Figured that.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we
where's
do
the
know-
other? Oh yeah, we know where the other bullet hole is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small fruit knife belongs to the phase. Alright, so not really much information on the knife, but we did get a little bit more on the gun, which we kind of already figured out.
But it was also aimed quite low, so where was the first shot aiming?
Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And the 2 murder weapons, both being with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This seems like an open and shut case. Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes.
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust the plea, you stand to, go to jail forever. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? You change to justified self-defense? Because now is the time to do so. This is your final chance.
The judge is being very fair here, for what it's worth.
So, not guilty, right?
Obviously, you plead justified self-defense. Obviously, he was coming at her with a fruit knife.
Well, these games can be a little tricky sometimes. I mean, reasonably, we'd want to say plead not guilty, but if we do justified self-defense, that could also be an auto
I
loss.
think it's plead not guilty.
There's definitely something going on here. We just don't know what.
Yeah, so Phoenix knows.
Well, we have an idea of what, but we're just not sure of the how. Okay, so if we pleaded justified self-defense, we basically confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed. She'd be labeled a murderer. Can't let that happen.
I mean, the tabloids would already be labeling her a murderer at this point.
Yeah, no, she's already screwed. Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? I'm really sorry that you're going to be changing your plea deal.
That's a negative, my lord. Your
My
Honor.
lord.
My lord!
Yeah,
Good, I've
yeah,
been upgraded.
Anyways, we will accept nothing short of the complete acquittal.
Deadlock, it's a few games before you start having to refer
Yeah,
to the judge as my lord.
I know. I'm getting ahead of myself.
This bitch.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright, detective. Arrest that man! Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now see here, proceedings are run by... yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. Please don't hit me again. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Oh, the pictures.
I would like to see these.
1 second, sorry. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence.
I do like how in the first game, Gumshoe was very, anti-us, but now he's become way more sympathetic towards us.
Well, I mean, we did basically bust out his best friend.
This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the murder.
Yeah, see, this is kind of also what I meant. There's a bunch of blood on this, but not on the gun.
Stabbings tend to produce more blood.
The stabbing would do a big slash, or a big burst.
Okay.
Pop like a gusher.
I'm being stupid. I'm being silly and stupid.
The defendant attacked and killed the person who without fighting back, who without a doubt was not fighting back.
I'm starting to remember how this case unfolds.
So this was the costume. There's certainly evidence of a back spray of blood on this. Beast directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
Okay, but there's one thing I would say. If he was not fighting back, why the gunshot then? Why
To
two?
kill him? To kill him?
Probably gets to stab him, but I guess if you want to stop him from yelling.
I see the court actually stabbing them would be easier since when you get stabbed, you tend to like suck the wind out of your chest.
Yeah.
Maybe for a second. I think you'll probably still yell. Either way.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Anything we can glean from that?
I think it's going to be as descriptive as we see it, honestly.
Yeah, I figure, but I always want to say...
Yeah. Nothing to add aside from what it looks like.
Okay, Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Oh, yes, it can, Phoenix. Yes, it can.
Just wait till the next game, Phoenix. That's when things get crazy.
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
It's like when your mother calls you by your full name, you know you're fucking in trouble.
Yeah.
Gotta keep in mind, she is younger than Phoenix, too.
Yeah.
It doesn't look it, but...
I think we should. Well, actually, I think there's only one thing we can really press, and I think it's about the blood.
Costume with the crime, yeah, we can't really contest that. It's covered in blood.
Can we press like any more we can get from like it being blood covered or anything?
That's what I was thinking.
There's blood on the costume.
Lab result shows the victim's blood.
Again, a fair question to ask, but kind of obvious.
Yeah.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. Were there any other clues you can glean from this piece of evidence?
Well... Objection! And if you must change the topic, then a good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time to move on. Ah, yes, Ms. Von Karma.
Okay, you were deliberately
correct.
hiding something there, Von Karma. That is deliberate hiding.
Nope.
Okay.
Press it further.
Press it further.
It.
Yeah, why would Ms. Von Karma suddenly put up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw up an objection like that. Must be a clue somewhere on this
I wonder where it could be.
Now I see it.
Yeah, I see it too.
I didn't notice it before, but now, yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenix, you're fucking blind. I know it's for gameplay purposes, but goddamn.
Mr. Wright. Ms. Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it.
I think I could poke my finger through the hole in it.
I'm pretty sure... you gotta wonder if that's actually a hint, or just coincidence.
There's one little thing.
Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal?
I'm sure... whatever.
I'm sure you've noticed it too, Von Karma.
Oh, she knows. That's why she didn't want us to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's the problem you were talking about?
Come this far, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here.
It's the collar.
Yeah.
Nope.
They took the tag out. That's illegal by law.
Not if you own it.
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. hole that smells of gunpowder.
Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
I like the word.
Order!
I like the
This
word
very
bullet.
grave matter.
It's just a nice word to say.
It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Judge has priorities, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
How did you miss that?
How did you miss that? Is she actually smiling?
You've activated her trap card.
Oh, what else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony.
Except we do have a hole in the testimony now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to object. How could you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
Well, I agree it's a mistake on the part of police. What Prosecutor Von Carver said is true. The evidence still stands.
I disagree, Your Honor.
If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... I mean, I
guess
think
you
we
could-
know what the next
I
point of
guess-
evidence does.
Yeah, we definitely know what it is.
I guess you could argue that he shot her because she was running at him with the knife, and then she took the knife and shot him. It's probably the story they're going to go with.
But they were saying earlier that he did
He
not
didn't fight
fight back. Which is clearly not true.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue your testimony.
So we are going to present it at that point then, right?
I don't think we presented. I think we
Yeah.
pressed.
No, we definitely present because the court record was updated with that information.
Yeah, I guess that could work.
I mean, do we not? I feel like we do.
I feel like
Yeah, present it.
this is going to go down the line I was already saying of he fought back.
Yeah.
All right, you did it right. The music stopped. That's how we know we did it correctly.
Exactly. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yeah. I mean, call my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole your police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means the victim had fired off a shot. Is this not what it means to not fight back?
You're right. It would seem that way. If they're looking to try to shoot the defendant, then it could change everything.
Alright, wind seems to be shifting.
And for Von
Now.
Karma to ruin it.
Yeah.
I can't win that easily.
Yeah, what is it with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I do love the writing.
Miss Von Karma? It seems that Mayafe was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct.
Yeah, this is going down the line I was saying before.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you remember, Honor, the defense clearly said only an acquittal.
Mm-hmm. And I still
Yeah, they-
stand by that, but we need to still unravel the entire case
Now
before
that
we actually
you-
get to it.
Why, that's right. Your entire case is now ruled null and void, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
That's not how this works. I'm still working here.
The defense has yet to prove anything at all.
These things take time. You realize this.
True, but not incorrect. Phoenix hasn't done anything here aside from shift the perspective of what happened a little bit.
And yes, sometimes it takes a shift.
Furthermore, just the fact that there's a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Okay, now that's interesting.
Huh? How so?
Why did Gumshoe get whipped? He didn't do anything.
Don't just stand there. Kill him! I mean, hurry up and tell the court what transpired.
I love how she's been purposely leaving more information out.
They've all been doing this. It's gonna stay the course with this one.
I know, but it's just something I note.
They're all gonna do it. Don't worry.
You mean
Mr.
by
Gumshoe.
myself? Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just distracted with some side stuff. You want me to put together a scenario all by myself? Yes, ma'am, please. Don't hurt me. Actually, kind of do just step on me a little bit. The channeling, defendants are a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
I feel like the too close thing is kind of some bullshit, but at the same time, I get it.
I want to press that.
That specific
At the
statement.
same time, I'm also wondering like why they haven't brought up a single motivation.
Here's the thing. Well, that you don't need. You can figure out motivation later, but right now I want to press that because there's no burn marks around it.
Yeah, just the smell of gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
Not giving up that easily. And by the way, you say that, but like the defense always has to apparently prove who the person was, but needed a motivation. Where apparently, like they don't need a motivation for our client.
Well, because it's so open and shut, man. Come on. Maybe you should stop representing, obviously evil people. Now then, your cross-examination, please. If you had a too close statement, I say we present the outfit to them because there's no burn marks that we can see on it.
I think we press it first before we do that.
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe side. That's done. Alright, this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but that's what I think. Two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired.
Really glad you weren't hurt. Wow, we got nothing from that.
Yeah, I figured we wouldn't get anything. We need to present the evidence of it.
I just wanted to be certain.
Actually, wait a minute, hold on. Can I look at those lines again?
What lines?
How did she get his gun?
They were fighting, he dropped it, and she picked it up.
So he fired it, shot too closely, dropped it, and then she picks it up.
I think it was more he tried to shoot but couldn't because they were too close, so she then took the gun from him.
Well, there were two shots. That's what their excuse is. One of them was fired at her.
The other was shot at him.
Yeah. Like they're saying that he shot the gun at her as self-defense, so that he would have dropped it and Maya picked it up and shot him.
Present the outfit, Zach.
I just want to see. Okay. I just wanted to check it real quick. Oh, one thing.
Missing the tiny hole on this costume?
Nah, I'm not going to be able to say my lines, am I? Yeah, missing this hole would be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
This little hole actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where are the gunpowder burned on this costume?
I like how he just learned
There is
what
a-
it. Yeah, I like how he just learned about a gunpowder burn and he's using it immediately.
I mean, that's good application.
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left in the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
This is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
As if that it was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Got a little bit of damage on her.
Well then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away.
That makes no sense.
After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself.
Why would you do that?
And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
Come on, that makes no sense.
There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I call
What
that
do you think,
horseshit.
Mr. Wright? Look, I have no object permanence.
Never want to make a mistake here. Something doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
Has to be some negative explanation somewhere. How do we disprove it?
I got an idea.
She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. When she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking.
The screen.
Yes,
screen.
the folding screen. That's where the bullet went. This piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point to the court. I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen.
Ah,
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
ooh, where? What? I wasn't paying attention. Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless?
Yes.
The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Maybe that's how she gets ready to attack, man. Order, order. This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when the shot fired, and the bullet hit this folding screen all the way in the back. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. It would have to be furthermore to the right, I would like.
Yeah.
Between
Like-
the two. Maybe
Somewhere-
above it, actually.
No, no. You'd have
Because
to
it would be her
draw a
left
straight
sleeve.
line. Well, yeah, no. It would have to be basically just left of where the hole is to keep in line and keep the hole through there.
Well, she would have to be sitting down there then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it would be in the corner basically.
Yeah, but all those like squares, I believe, is also like what, furniture and stuff like that.
Yeah, but with her being in the corner, the line drawn from the victim through her to that spot is there.
I think it's here.
It might actually be closer to the things on the wall. The more I think about it, like the actual, like more to the right.
Well, if you shot at her, it has to be within a straight line.
Yeah.
Phil can't.
That's why she has to be closer to the right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Move it more to the right.
No, to the right, Zach.
To the right. To the right.
Is
To the right.
the stream's right or the room's right? Which right?
The bullet right there.
There.
I think that's wrong.
Somewhere around here.
Hmm?
That. Oh. The judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled something serious. But okay, we were wrong.
Mm.
We were wrong.
Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up.
Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright.
Yep, we did. We were definitely wrong. I think there has to be something else in the room.
I think you're overthinking this.
Okay, you put it where you think it there, Zach.
It's if it was the defendant, I think it was over. And there's our claim is that
because they would have to have some distance between the two for them to be fired. Because that's the whole point of what we're trying to say. Nope.
all right. Well, I was wrong.
Nope. Yeah, I think we need to be far more to the right. And
Maybe she should be just right next to the hole. Like lighting candles or something. No, like as in like literally right next to the hole. Yeah, like right there.
or maybe a little higher because it would have to be between the two.
Well, I don't know what
It's
this.
still between the two.
Oh yeah,
I think that's the table.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no reason not to try that.
Fair enough. She was standing here near the folding screen.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think we were thinking too much of an angle. I think it was a literal
Yeah.
straight line.
Yeah. Wait a second. We knew that the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Mr. Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole in this costume.
Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
I believe it changes everything.
Say it with me, class. It changes everything.
It changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Read, Gumshoe, read. God damn it.
Sorry. No, I'm having to do some stuff on the side for family. Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be in by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
On further consideration, does seem to make very little sense. Yeah, I figured that'd be a good reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job.
Oh.
Alright, but the rest of the trial should be in the... Oh god, here we go again.
Just realized that that's...
Last radius of disaster. I like that phrase.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
All the things you have to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Detective? How dare you damage my perfect logic? What? How's it my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? I'm into this. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call the next witness.
Next witness. That's got to be Lotta.
Yeah, a lot of hair. Very well. Or we'll take a 5-minute recess. After we convene, we will hear from the next witness.
He continued.
And we'll see you guys next.
I don't know, will we?
Now
I
we'll
don't
see
know,
you guys
will we?
next time.
Yeah, there it is.
I wanted to let that finish. It'd be weird to cut it off before that.
That's fair. I do have to dip, though, unfortunately. I've got some stuff I need to do.
Yeah, I was literally about to ask about that.
At least let me end the recording first. God damn!
Wait, I thought the recording was already ended.
I thought we did!
I said you guys didn't say goodbye.
Yeah, we did!
Goodbye!
You didn't.